What do you make of the nurse?
It's sort of early days on the nurse for me, but obviously there's a kind of because she's such a famous part, like a lot of the famous parts, you think, well, does it have to be played this way or that way? Does she have to look a particular way? And really, when I come to a Shakespeare play, and I have to say that in all the years that I've been doing Shakespeare, I've never been in a production of Romeo and Juliet before. So I'm thrilled to be on the inside of this play for the first time, because from the inside it always is different than from the outside looking in. And at the first reading, I suddenly found myself crying my eyes out at the end of the play, because there I was from the inside of it, seeing the story unfold, and it's just such a devastating story. And so Nurse, what I like to do is go to the text, find what's in there, and also though be confident that what I can bring to it will be what is unique about this particular portrayal of the nurse. So right now it's about finding a relationship with Juliet. It's about finding her placement in the house, how familiar she is, how servant she is, or is she over familiar in the household and therefore has a little more power than one might imagine. And the comparison of Nurse Juliet to Lady Capulet and Juliet, and what the real mother-daughter relationship is compared to the nurse guardian relationship is. I'm imagining that the choices that she makes are not about so much her own survival. I don't think they're as selfish as that. I think they're truly a decision that she makes when she says to Juliet that she should forget about Romeo and marry Paris. I think she thinks that it's the right thing to do for Juliet's survival and her inevitable, hopefully, her happiness, But I think also a nurse would look at a relationship differently than someone of a higher, than someone like Juliet, not just because of the age, but because a nurse, a wet nurse, as it were, is going to be more practical about life. And she's had her heartbreaks herself. She's lost a husband and a daughter, which is really interesting to me, because Shakespeare very rarely gives you that kind of solid, rock-hard information about these characters. And that is certainly somewhere to springboard from. But I think it's about being practical.